Hello everyone, this is Justin, and I just want to quickly introduce you to a couple new adjustments we made to TimeKeeper. One of the projects that we've recently brought on board, their client had a requirement for how we need to submit our timesheets. Those requirements include specifying the job class for the employee, as well as a unique ID for each employee. This ID could only be 3 characters long, so we were not able to just utilize our SAP employee number. So we went ahead and we made a few adjustments to TimeKeeper to accommodate this, and I just want to quickly show these features. So right now I'm logged into TimeKeeper and I've drilled down to the project in question, so this Pacific Core project. And we can see in the details here, I already have a couple classes defined. If I go into this edit form, I now have a new option to choose job classes, and I'll go ahead and add another job class, for example, perhaps CUF3. And so now inside this project, I have CUF1, Contracting Utility Forester 1, Contracting Utility Forester 2, and 3. Each with their own individual billing rates, which will become very helpful for the report from my prior video. It will, if the project has job classes, it will also not only give a summary of the hours, but also a summary of total billing. Now let's see what this looks like for the employee as they're logging their time. Before I do that though, let's talk about those unique IDs. Going back to employees, you can see that we have a handful of employees that are in this system, including myself, and then there's a little parenthesis here, 1, 2, 3. If I hit this little pencil, I can go in here and I can change that team ID to whatever number I feel is appropriate. It doesn't need to be only 3 characters. It can be whatever you want. So now that that team ID has been specified on my timesheet, on Justin Stratton's timesheet, that'll be included as a column on that timesheet for any items related to that project. So that's a check mark for one of Pacific Core's requirements. Now, as an employee, when I go in to fill out my time, I will have an option here to specify, when I'm adding an activity, to specify my job class. Now this is broken down on a, pick the wrong Pacific Core. Let me pick the one with the job classes. So Pacific Core UT, and then I'll choose my activity was line inspection, and then my job class, I can go ahead and choose CUF1 or CUF2. I can then put in my activities. So as an employee, it's my responsibility to put my job class as accurate to what I felt it should be. This information is communicated on the block of information here in the timesheet view. So we have the project, activity, and then what the job class was specified. The reason why we made it so it's something that the employee can change is there are times when an employee may become an acting role for that particular week. You know, if the crew foreman, for example, was absent, then one of the employees may actually level up to that class for that particular week. So this sets the table for possibly supporting prevailing wages in a future release. So that's what it looks like as an employee. When I choose a project that has defined job classes, then I get presented with a new option menu to pick. If I go now to review my actual timesheet, and I'll just restrict it down to just this particular week. Keep it small. And I'm only interested in the individual timesheet for this particular week. And working my way down here, you can see now that I have these new columns of information, including a team ID number, as well as the job class that I had specified. So that meets the requirements for, in this case, Pacificor. We're including on the timesheet that unique ID for each employee as well as the job class. So this is a new set of functionality. If you have job classes for your employees that are tied to certain defined billing rates, you can add those to the project. And then when we get into the report options, you have the ability to not only summarize hours, but also that total billing dollars, which is hopefully a real time saver for our project coordinators and managers. All right, everyone. I want to thank you for your time and your attention, and please take care. Have a safe day.